Hey guys, it's Damien.
And I'm Kenady, and thank you so much for joining us. Now today we wanted to give y'all an exclusive look into our book, #Completely Married, Journey to the Altar and Beyond. And we're going to be going over the table of contents so you can get a sneak peek.
They can't even see that.
Y'all can't? Sneak peek of this book for those who are thinking about wanting to buy this book. And you can watch the video that we did last week, that we posted last week, if you haven't already, to get the overview of it. But we wanted to give y'all a sneak peek of the meat that's in this book.
Yeah.
So we're going to dedicate this book to the Atlanta Falcons losing the Super Bowl to 24-3 lead. But we were just going to leave that story out. Maybe one day we'll share that today, but... Yeah,
the Falcons was going to be in our book.
Falcons was going to be in our book, but we decided to go a different route, and so tell them.
So we dedicated this book to my father, Reverend John A. Nash. He was a teacher at Beulah Heights Bible University. But what was he known for? He was known for marriage counseling and his marriage teachings and just everything marriage. Yeah. And so we really wanted to... just dedicated this book to him. He passed away in 2018 after battling a 2.5-year battle of cancer, colon cancer. But I know he's in heaven, smiling down on us.
He already got a copy of the book.
He already got a copy of the book. And so, So let's go over the table of contents.
Yeah. So also our foreword is written by one of our premarital counseling pastor, Darius and Melba Denson. Shout out to them. Woo-woo. But yeah, the introduction, we go in a little deeper into our story. Like, we shared most of it in some videos in the past, but we go deep. And it's crazy, y'all. Like, God literally wrote this. Like, it's crazy. I still read it. I'm like, Lord, you crazy. In the most reverent way. But I'll be like, Lord, woo. So, go ahead.
So, the next one is... Part 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Foundations.
The foundations of courtship. And so in there, we talked about this in previous videos, accountability, boundaries, and vision. But in accountability, like we said in the last video, it's probably one of the meat packing chapters that we have. We actually got a email back from one of our readers, and they said at the end of that email, accountability, because we literally drilled that down. Well, we not only give you the meetings, like we actually break down what an accountability meeting looks like, but we give you the characteristics of accountability and how to pick out your accountability. And we haven't seen that in any book that we've read for pre-married, dating, or marriage books. So
you don't want just anybody giving you advice, okay? You need a certain type of person. So, but yeah, and like we said, we've mentioned these in videos before, but we promise you it's new information. Like, we didn't just recycle some stuff, so we go deeper.
Vision was probably one of her favorites.
I almost threw the computer.
Yeah.
Vision. Like, I'm still mad. Like, throw this book. So the next part is the courtship journey, where we share a little bit about our stages of courtship and how we entered into courtship and just some things that we navigated. But one of my favorite parts, well, there's two favorite parts, but one is chapter 6, the courtship journey continues, no plan B. Wow. Now, where we talk about, not putting our eggs in, all our eggs. No. What do we talk about?
Not putting.
I don't even know our book. How we don't put all our eggs
in different baskets.
Yeah, we only got one basket, one egg. We're gonna talk about it. Get the book. So, but also one of them is the transitions from courting to engaged, and where we talk about things that people don't talk about. Yeah. And so, like, we get real and a little awkward in the sessions.
We also talk about sex.
Yeah.
Which I think sometimes, even in the church, we stay away from it, but what we really want to tell you is God created sex inside of marriage. Let me say it again. God created sex inside of marriage. And I know there's certain people out there who talk about the Old Testament and talk about the concubines and the different wives, But God still brought consequences to those people who stepped out of God's original plan. And so we really want you to get that. But
we talk about getting tested.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I mean, it gets real.
Yeah.
I was like, man, we write this. So, did you want to do part 3?
Part 3. Ooh. Now this one was...
This was yours.
This is a heavy packed one. We start off with back to the original state. And so God gave me this going back to Genesis and what it looks like for a male and a female to leave their father and mother and join. So there's no other genders created in that original state. And so we really want you to get that part. And we also talk about the beauty of covenant. Again, I talked about this in the last video, but what does a covenant really mean? And how sometimes we look at covenant as a contract, and it's not a contract. The covenant is a covenant, and there is blessing when we follow God's covenant.
And when we go into marriage knowing that it's a covenant and understanding the depth and the weight of it, we won't just be marrying anybody. We won't just be, signing, our name on, what do we sign? I don't know. But anyway, you're going to be more serious about getting married. But then also, how to prepare to be a husband and a wife. So, and you might be saying, how do you prepare to be a husband and how do you know how to prepare to be a husband or a wife? Literally, God gave us this stuff, but it was something that God was teaching us to prepare mentally and physically and spiritually to be. And when I tell you, that one, yours is 20 pages long for the chapter. What were you writing?
Yeah, I wrote 20 pages of strong, stuff. Like, we get deep, and I go at men of God, because you are men of God, and I hope you take it like under the chin, because I was applying it to my life, and I wanted to make sure that if I was writing something, I was living this stuff out. And so
we take husband and do a acrostic, and that's what he does in that chapter. And then I take helper and do a acrostic with that. And like I said, God, that was God's chapter. I mean, the whole book is God, but God literally was like, let me get this pen up off.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the H is for the head. And I go
Chop that head off.
And I go in what the importance of the head really looks like in a husband.
And one of my favorite ones was the R in helper, which was righteous, and how as a wife we need to be helping from a righteous standpoint and not like Jezebel or all them other Delilahs and stuff. But we ain't gonna give too much detail. Y'all gotta get the book if you want to know. And then part 4, to the altar and beyond, we talk about wedding planning, some tips on that, some things that we learned, and just God's goodness in that. But also, our main reason for even writing this book was the chapter 16. You're married now, what's next? And we give married people a charge, and we ain't gonna tell you what the charge is, because again, you gotta get the book to know. But this book is really like God did this.
Yeah, he breathed on this. This was not anything.
It's real words, y'all. Got real words.
It's a lot of words. So, maybe 55,000. Yeah, about 55,000 words. So it's a healthy number of words. I read this several times, and again, I say, did I write this, or did God write this, and we wrote it together? Kenady. I mean, it was a lot of stuff in this, but I mean, you will, like, people are sending us messages right now who are reading, those who are reading this, and they are just so, I don't say dumbfounded, but they're so flabbergasted or taken aback by the wisdom that God poured into us while writing this book. So please support us, get it. You can, right now, you can actually pre-order it. Pre-order it right now for a discounted price on Amazon as an ebook. But if you want to wait to get the actual physical copy, it comes out September 22nd, our anniversary, our first anniversary. And so, anything else?
Oh, we also got questions that you can ask as you get to know somebody. It's really good questions.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, how clean do you keep your house?
Don't worry about that.
Y'all gotta watch what was that video from
Mary?
What marriage taught us.
Yeah, what Mary really liked.
But yeah, really get this book, pre-order it. Like, we just so excited and can't wait for it to drop. And also, there's a curriculum. Did we mention that?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we mention it now.
Yeah, we do have a curriculum. It's 8-part modules that we created.
It goes even deeper. When I thought we couldn't go any deeper in the book, then
and we went down into the crevices of our souls, but we really talk about what some of our premarital counseling and the premarital classes, that behind the scenes stuff that people don't really get in the world.
Yeah, and it's designed for like couples to do together, and it's not a replacement for premarital counseling, but I think it's a great like foundation, or even some part of the house building. But
oh yeah.
But really, really good. And then, of course, anyone can really take it. But we kind of designed it for couples
who are serious,
not just playing games. Like, for real, we talk about covenant. You trying to learn covenant.
Yeah.
But yeah. So again, hashtag completely married, journey to the altar and beyond. September 22nd, 2020, our 1-year anniversary. So this is our gift to ourselves and a gift to you. We trying to.
This is for me, for real, because I don't want to forget our anniversary.
Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on Damien and Kenady. That's Damien and Kenady spelled out. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What else can you say that? And yeah,
get the book.
Twins.
All right, guys. My name is Damien Nash,
and I'm Kenady Nash.
and we will see you next time. Bye.